Hello, this is Sarah V, and today I will be making a beret. I felt sudden inspiration whilst wearing this dress because I have a little bit of fabric left over from whenever I made it last fall, and I thought, wow, I wonder if I could squeeze a beret out of that. So I have Simplicity 4178 from, I think, probably the 60s because they have pillbox hats on here. Anyway, I guess we're going to just jump right in and take a look at this pattern. I already started to look at it, and woo! So I was looking through this before I started filming because I was like, I guess I should see if the pattern piece even fits on. It does, but then I saw this, and I was like, oh no! How am I gonna do this? Because that was the exact piece that I needed. And then I started looking through some more, and it turns out somebody loved this enough that they traced a copy out. So thankfully, I don't have to trace it myself, because that was horrible with all the old trashy tapes. We begin as always by cutting out our pattern pieces, or in this case, piece. When I opened this pattern, my heart actually dropped because of that crumpled piece. I don't think I wore a beret since I was in high school. I was in the marching band and we had these really old, smelly black berets, and they would get real funky whenever it would rain. Funny enough, after my class graduated, they got new hats that weren't berets. Funny how that works. Now that everything is cut out, I can mark all of the darts. I am using a tracing wheel to transfer all of them over, flipping the fabric and using the marked side as a guide so that I have both sides of the fabric marked. After pinning all the darts, I will now pick my thread and move to my machine. A few many darts later, now I can trim them and proceed to press them open as the pattern instructs. Once my pressing is complete, I can insert the lining and pin everything in place, matching the center front, center back, and the notches. After this, I am able to baste the 2 layers together and prepare myself to make the band for the bottom edge. So it's looking cute right now. I don't know how you're supposed to style bang berets, but I guess that's a problem for when it's done. It does say to use grosgrain ribbon for around here, but I don't know if I have any and I don't feel like rummaging. So I think I'm probably just going to use a band from this fabric and just cut it on the direction of the herringbone. And then it will match and it will be all cute. But then I was thinking, I was like, man, this kind of looks like a pumpkin. And then I remembered, wow, I have this a little sheet probably like that big of like green felt. And it's like a mottled green color. But then I went to look for it and I couldn't find it. So I think maybe that I threw it away when I was cleaning. This is why I hate throwing things away, because you know you're always going to need it. So you'll watch if I haven't thrown it away, I'll find it in like a year or two. And then I'll be like, man. So I was thinking of, I'm going to put the little matching button on the top. And then I'm going to put like a little stem and some leaves and some curlies onto a piece of elastic that you could loop around the button. And then I can have a little pumpkin hat. So it'll be nice and versatile. But I was hoping to get this done today because I wanted a nice quick little project. But I don't think I will because I would like to wait till I get to Joann, which is going to end up being tomorrow, and get just a little sheet of felt to finish it. And maybe some wire so that I can like post all the leaves and mostly the curlies. Because when I was little, I remember my mom had these little pumpkins and she would show me how to make it curly. And she'd be like, you wrap it around your finger, you know? Just a key childhood memory of autumn. The back of the band is sewn up, then it is pinned to the beret, sewn, turned so it covers up the seam allowance, and edge stitched from the outside. For my button, I covered it with the outer fabric, sewed it to the beret, and then made a brown cover. But I didn't film it because I didn't know what I was doing. But you could just as easily cover it with brown fabric instead of doing this if you choose to make your very own pumpkin beret. So I just got back from Joann and all that. I got my felt so I can make all my stuff, and I also got wire so I can make the little swirly bits. And that I can just finish up really quickly. But I also got all the embroidery thread to make this shirt out of this fabric because I wanted to put little pumpkins on the collar, because there's lots of color real estate to mess with. And I also got little orange buttons that match both that and the shirt that I said I was going to make, but then got distracted and made a beret. And then somehow I wandered into the Halloween fabric section and I found kitty cats and pumpkins. And I've seen this fabric for the past couple years and I finally just got it. I also found this one and there's some like weird creepy bits on it, but oh, it's so cute. Like if I hadn't already picked out my Halloween costume, I would be her. I'd make another tutu. To make the curly bit, I am cutting out a 1/2-inch strip of the felt, and then I just tapered the end off afterwards, but you don't want to do it too much because then there won't be any room to put your wire in after you stitch it into a tube. After this, I looked up what a pumpkin leaf looks like and sketched and traced one out of the felt. Beginning the curly bit sewing, I am using a contrasting brown embroidery thread in 3 strands out of 6, and making a channel for the wire. The wire I got was some 14 gauge aluminum wire I found in the jewelry section of Joann. For the leaf, I used a back stitch to stitch the lines onto the leaf and give it detail before attaching it to the curly bit. And I also made a wee dart at the bottom to give it more of a 3-dimensional feel, and also to correct the fact that the leaf looked too wide at the bottom. I was going to use a loop of elastic to attach it, but it seems secure enough with just wrapping it around. And with that, it is done! I absolutely love how this turned out. I think I like it even better with the little stem and the little leaves and the curly versus without. I think it's just really super cute and I'm really excited to wear this weekend. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more fall sewing content, please subscribe. If you would like to see what I'm up to day with my sewing, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Sarah V Sews Vintage. Thank you again for watching and see you next time.